Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOC.
And welcome to Around the Table with, yes, Dan and Ann. I noticed he changed the name all last week to Dan and Kelly. I was afraid I'd lost my place.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking. Go ahead.
Make sure I got it all done, because you know I hadn't been here.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Would you have rather stayed a day or two longer?
Yeah. I mean, I would. I enjoy that very much.
What would you have done? Now, just to be clear, people just tuning in, they don't know where you've been and what you've done or who the heck you are.
And I told them bye.
You took a trip to the Cayman Islands or something?
Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman Islands, and you blew bubbles.
We did blow bubbles.
Okay.
Out everywhere.
Underneath the water, decided to put a tank on your back and.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
When I dive with certain people, I'll ask them at the end of the dive if I can take my gear off in the water, like the big thing with the tank.
Because it's heavy.
Because it's heavy, and you have to come up a ladder. Well, I didn't have the guts to do it because nobody else on that boat was doing it. So I powered through every one.
Oh, come on.
It's when you walk with that stuff, and it's
heavy.
Well, you're bouncing around like
compressed air is heavy.
It is heavy.
Because you would think that air has no weight.
Well, it's
got
weight.
When they cramp, now an empty tank is light, right?
Well, basically,
I know
it's lighter. Yes,
but compressed air, you're pushing so much air in there that it creates weight.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I've had those things on my back before.
It is not. It's you have great respect for like firemen and all that kind of stuff who have to use
not as
air.
big, but still
right.
They've got a turnout.
Right.
They call them turnouts, and those things are fire retardant, and they're thick. Mm-hmm. And you look at those guys going in a fire during the summer when it's 100 degrees outside, and they're going into a fire that's 200 or 300 degrees hotter than that.
Right.
Yeah.
It can be dangerous because they can overheat really easy, I would think. But I would.
So you wimped out.
I powered through.
You powered through. You wanted to wimp out.
I wanted to wimp out, but I was like, well, some other lady looked probably about my age, and I thought, well, she's not doing hers. I'm not going to do mine then. It just gave me the incentive to go, okay.
So
fine.
Peer pressure.
A little bit.
And no one was pressuring you, were they?
Not at all. And they would have done it because another lady, one dive, she did it. And I was like,
just come on. Be the easiest way. Someone, if you would have wimped out a little bit, someone says, wow, that's a good way of doing it.
Probably.
I'm going to do it that way the next time.
And then all the dive people would have not been happy.
You think there's a little macho-ness going on there, you think?
There was a little.
Yeah, well, see. I can dig it. I'm carrying these big tanks. I bet you can't.
I do have to say, I've never dove. I've only dove in the Caymans once, and it was in June, July.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The water was quite cold. I froze the
today?
first
I mean,
dive.
This week, this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first dive I did, I came up, I was shivering. I was so cold.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was kind of miserable in that respect.
Were you miserable under the water? I mean, you could feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were wearing long johns and the whole thing, huh?
I had on a wetsuit, and I had on an extra top under, and I had on, unless I had gone up in the milliliters anyway. But
so it's better to swim in warmer water.
Or prepare yourself better, I guess. You know, I mean, I didn't know. But the internet said 78 to 80 degrees, and I thought, okay, I know that's going to be cool for me, but there was one day on my dive computer it said 75 degrees in that water. It was cold, folks. You're down there 45 minutes, and sometimes you'll run into cooler water. You know, it's just, but overall, the vacation was
Did you take plenty of pictures and video? And
I don't have. Yes, we did. I didn't take a lot of just pictures. I mean, I took some, but I try anymore to just live in the moment and not worry about showing my vacation through photos.
Right.
For one.
First, you want to enjoy
or
it.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
unplugged from that nasty thing. Mm-hmm. That nasty thing. Except I think on our anniversary, I posted a picture of us. We've got over 200 dives now together, so it was kind of a
that's
cool
good.
milestone.
Now, do you get points, or what is it
here.
about diving? I mean, you've done cave diving.
No.
Oh, you haven't done
I
any
don't
of
do
that
cave
night diving or any of that stuff.
Night diving, yes.
But you get accolades,
Well,
or you get
if you're moving up, if you're trying to get your your dive master, you're trying to do all that, then you have to do all this extra stuff. But I don't really have any desire to do that. I just want to go.
Just want to have fun.
Safely go dive.
Oh, good.
And return to the boat safely. Mm-hmm. I'm very conservative. But anyway, it was a good trip.
Did you see any wild animals or wild aquatic things?
We saw, it's called a scorpion fish, and you don't see them everywhere, and it's really a gnarly looking fish.
Is their tail turned up or something?
No, it's a big old rocky looking fish.
Oh.
He's ugly, and
Like
he
a
blends
puffer?
in real well. No, he's not, no.
No?
Richard took some pictures, and we have yet to download them off of the
yeah,
camera,
yeah.
but I'll post all that on Facebook when I can.
Was the food good?
The food was good.
Yeah.
Eagle Rays was our friend. That's the
Did you see any
restaurant.
cartel members?
No, Dan. Not in the Caymans. And I asked our cab driver, who had to drive actually an hour to pick us up.
No.
Because the airport's on the west end. We stay on the east end.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
anyway, I asked him what's your, tourism is
What's your
always.
feel for that? Yeah.
And what is y'all's industry? What is it? And he said, finance. And you think about it, you hear about
Oh, yeah,
Cayman
okay.
Island
Yeah, yeah,
banks
yeah.
and all that.
Banks,
and we
yeah.
saw some
Offshore
nice
banks.
houses, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. That's where people put their money when they don't want to.
When they
don't want to account for
they
it.
don't want to pay taxes on
Yeah.
it. So I put it in the Caymans.
Oh boy.
I didn't have enough money to do that.
And the TSA thing was good,
breeze.
bad.
It was a breeze.
It's a breeze. Well, what are they reporting on the news then?
Well, and I was telling Dan before the show that I think probably we flew in the afternoon. Okay, when we first flew out from Springfield, it's never a problem in Springfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've never run into a big line of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then when we returned, we have to go through security again in Atlanta. And even that, having been, when you land and you're inside the airport already, I think it's different. Mm-hmm. We didn't have near as much time in the security line and all that. And I think if you fly in the morning, it was probably worse. But, they kept showing Houston. Well, I think Houston was probably the worst hub ever.
Mm. Oh,
with these 3-hour lines.
Yeah, before that. Yeah.
Or was that real? Was it really that bad?
Yeah.
You only get what the media tells you.
Yeah, and then you form a certain thought about it. Yeah,
you do, and that's kind of like, that's just kinda
perception.
awful.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
no plane ran into each other.
Glad you're
good.
back.
Thank
Glad
you.
you didn't have any mid-air collisions or
Me too, Dan.
get part of your body getting bit off by a shark.
I didn't even see a shark.
Good.
Not a single shark and not a single turtle.
Did you want to see a shark?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You just like the little ones, though, right? What if you saw a big great white?
I probably would be a
and-
little bit like, get ready to punch him in the face. Isn't that what they say to do?
Well, I don't know.
Punch him between the eyes.
How about Charlie the tuna? Did you see him down there?
Charlie, no.
Charlie?
I didn't even see hardly. The sea life was different than where we've been in the past. There wasn't a lot of crabs. There wasn't a lot of lobster.
Well, it was a spring break, so they may have been somewhere else.
They may have.
Yeah, you got to consider that.
There you go.
These are the locals. They had to stay around.
They're afraid people are going to go
Yeah.
touch them.
Like we had to do a job while you were gone.
What was that?
But this job. Yeah, I want to thank Kelly for filling in. She
thank
did a
you.
good job, and of course there are a couple of days we couldn't get guests because
Right.
everybody was on spring break.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wasn't on spring break.
Me either, Dan.
Just wait, I'm going to take off 2 weeks next week.
Are you? I'm going to take mine off too then, because I'm not going to be here by myself. Okay, let's do some forecast. How about it,
Forecast?
Dan the man? Today is sunny with a high of 84. Woo, woo, woo. Wind gust up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of mostly clear with a low of 62. Tuesday is mostly sunny with a high of 84. Wind gust again. Tuesday night, a 30% chance of showers after 1 a.m. And let's see, Wednesday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, also possibly after 4 p.m. high of 84, chance of precip at 40%, and then Wednesday night a chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers likely, maybe a thunderstorm, blah, blah, blah. Chance of precipitation is 60%, and I'm going to give you the rest.
All right, Thursday it's increased the precipitation to 90% with showers and possibly thunderstorms. Going to be moving into the area with a high of around 76 degrees, cooling off just a little bit. Thursday night, low 60, 50% chance of showers. And then Friday, chance of showers continues, 50%, with a high around 83, warming up. And then Friday night, low 55 with a 60% chance of rain. Looks like we're going to have a rainy weekend. And then Saturday, high 69 with a low of around 41 degrees, 60% chance of rain continues through the weekend till Sunday, and it looks like it clears out with a high
For
of
all
64.
the Easter egg hunts. It may be a little wet.
Okay.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about your. My
weekend?
Well, no.
Well, I talked about your dadgum weekend. Now
Do you want to talk about yours, Dan?
Well,
Are you feeling left out? Because I was going to go to topic to ponder.
probably don't have enough time now, but we did a book signing
Oh, I'm going to take that off. Okay.
at the Nance's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
know,
you say
Joe
something
and-
about that. Joe and Catherine. Uh-huh.
Joe and Catherine Nance. They,
Sure.
they used to live over around Mill Creek, and their property butted up against Dog Patch.
Uh-huh.
Well, Johnny Morris bought their property. I think it was 1,200 acres. And I went to their place when we were doing our cookbook, and we did an interview with them. Beautiful place. He sold it, and they're in their 90s.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, and they're spry as
They
they
are
can
spry.
be.
They
Oh
are.
my gosh! And so we went to their new house over in Jasper. And it's overlooking the Little Buffalo River.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful place, and they've had this land for forever. They said, and they'd been selling lots, and they had this one piece of 5 acres that it wasn't really. I guess it was there. I don't know what they wanted to keep it for. She told me that it was. She did know why they kept keeping it. She wanted to get rid of it. And then when this came up that their place was sold, they built a new house on this piece of property. Beautiful piece of property. Oh my gosh! It's right on the bluff, overlooking. They built a walkway down to the river. There's a place where they built platform where the kids could jump off into the water hole. Oh,
It's perfect.
Beautiful. We had a book signing there, and we had quite a few people come in.
They used to have a place right on the Buffalo before they went to Mill Creek.
Oh, did they really? He said they lived there 50 years before they moved away from Mill Creek. So
And then they were our neighbors, like back in my youth.
oh yeah,
We used to go traipsing through the field when there was no houses in Robinwood too whatsoever.
Oh really?
We'd go traipsing around with our kids, but yeah.
Anyway,
But
it
yeah,
was fun.
they're a neat family and very generous and kind for sure. And I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do. Let me go back to topic to ponder. Tell us about this.
This was "Are You the Only One?" is the theme for our topics to ponder this week.
Okay,
And
keep going.
Go ahead, that's fine.
It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay, now go ahead.
I was just going to say, put a little comedic twist on these things. So I think that we're going to get a lot of response, hopefully, from some of these ridiculous topics to ponder. And today's topic to ponder is, what's the most ridiculous thing you've said unexpectedly out loud while in public?
I can't repeat it. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Has it
I
ever
really-
happened, though?
Well, yeah, I've said some really stupid stuff, but a
Yeah.
lot of times I'll say stupid stuff because I'm uncomfortable in a situation, and that's just what comes out. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're trying to diffuse yourself, and it just comes out all discombobulated.
Well, I responded.
Okay.
I responded to those, and there was one situation. I'll just explain a little bit. There's one situation where I was in a group of people, and it was for our talk show over in Mountain Home.
Uh-huh.
I was talking, and I think it was all women, and
Oh.
I used the wrong word, and I can't really say it on the air. I don't want to say it. I mean, I could say it, but I don't want to say it.
Uh-huh.
But I realized what I had said. But instead of saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry," well, backpedaling, I just kept going. And they kept They were looking at me like, did he say what I thought he said? And
They'll never know, though.
They'll never know. And I think
I think we might have had a few of those come about movements here.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. So
where I said, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Come on now.
Well, Kelly had a little situation on the show last week that
okay.
She almost let it go.
Well, I'm going to read your. Can I start?
Yeah,
while you're
you
looking?
got it? Okay.
Dan said, I inappropriately. Well, you just explained that.
Yeah.
And then my brother Paul Barron said, I don't know about inappropriate, but the 3 young ladies, I only knew 2 of them, were going to go on a Jeep ride and said, it's chilly out there. You might want to wear a little sweater. And the girl I did not know, who was rather a big boned person, said, I wish I could wear a little sweater. We almost beat ourselves laughing. Stroop FX said,
funny.
I once ended a sentence with a preposition. Dude, we're all there. Daryl Peterson says, when I got married, I got tongue-tied, and instead of saying lawfully wedded wife, I said waffly leaded life. The bridesmaid had a real hard time keeping a straight face. And I'll let you,
funny.
Are you on that page? Or
Yeah,
not?
I'm here.
You can do Kelly's if you want.
And Kelly said, well, while filling in for Around the Table, I almost said shh on the air.
What is that? What word did she almost say? Shoot.
Yes.
Only not shoot.
She only said shoot, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, we all sometimes have to cool our heels, don't we?
Mm-hmm. We do.
I think the inappropriate place for me is like church. But I don't say anything. I might say what your wife said or thought about saying. But anyway, I try to, tone all that down in my real life. Okay, Dan.
If people just really knew what you were thinking, then you wouldn't have to say it at all.
No, not at all. And we invite you to go to our Facebook page and give us your response to the question, what's the most ridiculous thing you said unexpectedly out loud while in public? Please reveal. Your inquiring minds want to know. Okie dokie. Let's move on because I'm running behind.
I want to make a comment.
Okay.
I got a text just now from the American Legion, and they're having a huge indoor yard sale coming up the 3rd and the 4th of April. That's, I guess, this weekend. From 8 to 5 at the Camp Jack, 411 South Pine, Harrison. Here's a sample of some of the items: a portable sauna, snow blower, a grill, mirrors, ceiling fans, cathedral lights, room lights, vanity lights, faucets, outside porch lights, kitchen sink faucets, reverse osmosis water filters, tables under the desk. Tables under the desk, okay. Small ellipticals and desks, John boats, gas tanks, and a few solar panels.
Okay.
They'll have hot dogs, hamburgers, and chips and drinks available. Hamburger combo is $6, cheeseburger $7, hot dogs $5, hamburgers $4, cheeseburgers $5, hot dogs $3, chips $1, sodas $1.25. And water is $1. All proceeds go to support the activities of the American Legion and to help veterans in their local community.
Okay.
So, anyway.
If you're building a house, it sounds like a perfect place to go. Why not, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, can we move on now?
We can move on.
All right. Let's do our Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Well, I Well, in case you didn't recognize it, that was the original version of the TV game show Jeopardy's original tune.
Gepardo.
Gepardo, okay. 62 years ago, the original TV game show Jeopardy, hosted by Art Fleming, premiered on NBC. And that was, as I said, the earliest version of the show's theme music.
Okay.
Okay.
As they were wheeling him into surgery, he saw Meese and Baker and Deaver there, and he said, who's minding the store?
45 years ago, President Reagan was shot along with 3 other men in an assassination attempt outside the Washington Hilton. Presidential aide Lynn Nolzinger described what Mr. Reagan said on his way into the emergency room.
Okay.
You trying to tell me I'm not supposed to be here?
But you are here.
Well, you guys made a mistake.
Oh, actor-director Warren Beatty was born on this day in 1937. He's 89. He got an Oscar nomination for playing a man who died before his time in Heaven Can Wait.
This is a birthday cut. Rock star Eric Clapton was born on this day in 1945. He's 81 today. Clapton won a Grammy for this song, Tears in Heaven, which he wrote in memory of his late son, Connor.
Wow.
You can't touch this.
I need some hammer pants.
You can't touch this.
Did you ever have them?
No.
Touch this.
I could just see you doing that.
Where you buy those things anymore?
Oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to run and do like it feels good when you know you're down. A super dope homeboy from the Oak Town, and I'm known as such. And this is a beat you can't touch. I told you, homeboy. You can't touch this.
Homeboy. Okay, rapper MC Hammer was born on this day in 1962. He is 65. And that was You Can't Touch This.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Hammer time.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open.
That's Celine Dion, as we all recognize, and she was born on this day in 1968, 58 years ago. She had a huge hit entitled My Heart Will Go On from the movie Titanic.
Okay, and our last one.
Ain't nothing that a beer can't fix. Ain't no pain it can't wash away. From the moment that it hits your lips, makes those clouds look a little less gray.
Thomas Rhett, country singer, was born on this day in 1990. He's 36. Beer Can't Fix was the title of that cut. Okay, we're running behind, thanks to me.
All right.
And so we're going to take our first break. And when we return, we will have Wanda Massengale in the studio. And she has a pet of the week for us. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. I do want to remind folks that early voting, this is the last day to early vote. Tomorrow is the vote, and all this political stuff will be decided, the runoffs. So
Yes.
please go, if you have not already voted, please go and do so. Okay, so we have Wanda Massengale in the studio with us, and she has Grub, this precious little 2-month-old kitty. And let me get the camera on that baby right there. And Wanda, will you tell us about Grub, please?
Well, there's several in the litter out there, but Grub came to the show today. She is 2 months. Her adoption fee is $75. She will not be allowed to leave until she's fixed, but a person can put $10 down to hold her.
And for them to spay, do you know the age? They usually do 6 months?
No, sometimes 3.
3? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Whoa. Well, okay.
No.
That was interesting. But, anywho,
But they could tell more out there.
there we go. We're going to put Wanda in here because I don't know what camera that was. But yeah, she'll be available. But do they know any history about her?
Well, her mother escaped from the owner and came back
With kittens?
Well, soon to be, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They were hatched, because I kind of asked that. The little puppy I had on last time, Cookie, or no, it was the puppy. Cookie, she's still there and her brother's still there.
Okay.
They thought that someone from Yellville was going to put hold for both of them, and they go together, and they never heard from that person again.
Well,
so.
that's unfortunate. But,
I know.
but if people can't look after it, I'd rather them find out or decide before they adopt it.
Me too.
So.
But the little boy and girl are out there, and they're growing. They're real healthy, and they're just as sweet as they can be.
Dan is working on camera angles because we need them just to be perfect.
March adoption so far is 1 dog and 5 cats.
Wow, that's not very many for
It's
March.
all over. It's they said it's everywhere.
Okay.
In-house 23 dogs and 12 cats, so there's 35. And I said needs. I always say that, and I always hear same thing, but this time a little bit different. They're really needing cat toys and fans because it's going to get hot weather, and then those little wading pools that the stores have, and they sell out real soon because.
Right. And they have like the little ones. I mean, I wouldn't think they need a huge one. They just need one of the smaller versions of those plastic pools. Like Dollar General has them, and
for
they're
$10.
not. Yeah, they're not too expensive. So if you can donate that, that'd be great. What do you got to say, Dan?
Nothing.
Oh,
No.
It's Ann and I talking.
okay.
There's some feeding. Instead of a pool, you could probably get I don't know how much they are, but you can get them at Tractor Supply. They're like thin plastic, and they're feeders.
The
They
black
look like
ones?
a little,
The rubber ones?
little square, not rubber, but they're plastic. They're fairly cheap, but that would probably be cheaper than a little wading pool if you wanted to go that route. Just something to think about.
I think you need to go to Tractor Supply, and I think you need to take a picture, and you need to bring it back to us.
Oh.
Could you go now?
Okay. All right.
All right.
You want me to leave now? Oh, I got you.
No,
I know
I
what you
don't
want.
want you to Go ahead, continue.
Okay, here's something that's new and very, very interesting.
Okay.
If there's so many people around here that hike,
Yes.
as we know. Well, the Humane Society is working on a plan that a person that hikes that do not have a hiking partner can come and take a dog and take them hiking with them.
You know, that could be very interesting, especially if they're not used to being on a lead. But, yeah, maybe you can go walk that animal prior and kind of see where you're at, because that could be interesting to do. But what a neat idea,
I know.
right?
I love that idea.
I think that's a great a way to socialize the animals and to get them used to being, on a lead. For sure.
For sure. And they also need volunteers to walk dogs out there.
Okay. I saw something on Facebook, and I know you responded.
Yeah.
That their daughter was looking for something to do to volunteer and Cause for Paws. You mentioned that, and yeah, this would be a great thing. Go and walk dogs, or I don't know if you can walk a cat. I've not had much success with that, but
Well, people do actually. They learn them to lead with not a collar so much as a
harness.
Harness. Yeah. The planned sale is Saturday, May 2nd from 9 to 1 at Calls for Paws, and drop off is Thursday, April 30th or May 1st at the thrift store. It can be house plant cuttings, and people can thin out, if they thin out their bulbs. Like I know iris bulbs have to be thinned out because I have to do that. And that raises money for the shelter dogs. And then I want to say thank you to the volunteers from the North Arkansas Day Service for their front yard project at the shelter. That Hunter L, and I don't know what
Lunsford.
Lunsford, he just said L on my deal, started the week before, so that was really nice of all of them. The spay and neuter clinics here, next ones are April 7th, April 24th, May 29th, and June 12th.
There's no reason why you couldn't probably get your animal in one of those dates. And I would strongly encourage someone to do that because that's how we rid this cycle.
Yeah, that's how this one came to be.
But that one's cute.
Oh, my goodness.
Is it a love? Is she a love?
Yes, she never said a thing in the car. She, not one word.
Well, Wanda, will you remind us, too, how we can help as just citizens, if you will, for food and oh, good grief, she's wanting to play. Well, there she is. She's got her little toy. She's going to be such a play toy. And how to help with that?
Harrison Animal Clinic, Pal Feed. 2 weeks ago when I was there, Pal Feed brought a very large pallet of pet food, which they go through every month.
Sure.
For the dogs, and money could go to Pal Feed to help with that cause.
If you have bought food, if you have an animal and you've bought food, you know how expensive it is. Even if it's not the most expensive food out there, it's still costly. So you can imagine with however many dogs you said they have in-house and cats. Oh.
And they need cat litter, of course, and crates, because they have loaned their crates out before, and the people that adopt a pet does not return it.
Please do that too.
Cute. But it's very important to remember to keep your animals vaccinated and wormed and all of that. Look how cute.
Little Grub. I kind of like the name Grub. With little black kitty, it's Grub.
I don't know how they come up with the name.
But I don't know, like a female, if I could do that.
No.
Look at her.
She, I didn't even ask how many was in the litter, but the way I listened to the conversation, there were several there.
Well, she's a cutie, y'all, and she's not available yet.
But she could be put on hold.
Right, for $10.
And she has other brothers and sisters, too.
Yes, she does. If someone wanted to take two, and they'd have play partner plus siblings.
So your best bet is to go ahead and go out there and check out the inventory.
Right.
And if they're not available for adoption yet, they will be shortly. So they try to do, things the right way, so you might have to wait.
Oh, she'd be worth waiting on, I can tell you.
Well, she's cute.
She's a little plaything. But they'll also make sure she's current on her shots, and a person needs to write that down and
keep track
of it all.
Now, a lot of the vets, I can't spit it out, send you a reminder, which is very helpful. So that's very much appreciated. But you don't want to get behind in that.
No.
You've got to be a responsible pet owner for sure.
I do the like Teddy Bear, his first rabies shot was just 4 year. And then his second one, I did the 3 years. And
if you do it,
I did the 3 years.
If you do it before it expires, you can do that. But you can't wait till after it expires.
No. And then I noticed that I think there's maybe a spay and neuter or a shot, not spay and neuter, but rabies clinic thing at Dr. Tim Addis, and when I came on 7 this morning, I saw that affordable vet was so crowded. So I bet they're having a spay and neuter there. The person just needs to call the vet clinics and see.
Well, since you said that, there is a rabies clinic Saturday the 11th at Diamond City Community Center in Diamond City, and that's sponsored by Ozark Homeward Bound. So
Yes. Is that with Dr. Addis?
it
or
doesn't
does it
say,
say?
who it is. Oh, it is Addis, yeah. So anyway, well, Wanda,
right.
thank you. We appreciate
thank
you,
you.
Committing to every other week to come and feature animals for us. And little Grub will be available in a few months.
She is absolutely precious.
She is. All right, we need to take a break, and when we return, we'll talk some kind of fodder. I don't know what it'll be, but you'll have to stay tuned to find out. All right, we'll be back. Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. And you know, Harrison is turning, what, 150?
150. 150 years old.
That's a big deal, right?
It is a big deal. They've
Good grief. Fix my camera, please.
I'm sorry. There we go.
Well, I want to mention, I'm looking here, and you know, they're having a, did she say it was a gala or gala?
I don't know
Which
what
one?
the gala, I would say.
I believe it's a gala, and that will be happening on June 6th, but you can buy your tickets now.
Oh, is that, okay.
And that's for June 6th.
That's for the celebration?
The big gala is.
Okay.
And I would advise you to go to the City of Harrison's Facebook page, and you can, there's a QR code. And that QR code will show you how to get your tickets.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find, you mentioned
There was
there's
supposed to be an
something on the
event
square.
on the 18th, and I'm not sure what that is.
Well, we need intel. Well, here's some. Save the dates. May 1st, downtown bandstand. Maybe that's what you're talking about.
May
On
the
May
1st? Okay.
Downtown bandstand at 4 p.m. Will be, I guess, a kickoff. Help us honor Cavender Seasoning, FedEx Freight, Mass Merchandisers, Miller Hardware, Pippin Wholesale, Lee H. Dunlap, and June 6th will be the gala, as we mentioned. And then July 4th, there'll be the fireworks and stuff. But it's all,
okay.
you know, kind of commemorating the fact that 150 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and the nation's coming up with their 250th birthday celebration. And I would imagine that that's going to be a huge 4th of July celebration for a lot of people around the country.
Right.
And we've got plenty of that right here also.
Dan, how did I do that? Oh, it
What'd you
doesn't
do?
matter. Well, we're on advertisement break on the TV.
It's probably frozen.
So excuse me. I want to, you know, last year they did drones.
Yeah. Do you know
And
what they're going to do this year?
Well, from what I understand, there's going to be even more drones. So if you thought that was cool, just amp that up a little bit, because I believe there's going to be more.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, before we run out of time here to go to another break, we mentioned rabies clinic, and that's happening Saturday, April 11th at the Diamond City Community Center, and that is Dr. Addis, veterinarian, and it's you can get your 3-year vaccine, canine, distemper, and feline, and Bordetella, and microchip, flea and tick medication, and dewormer will be available. So that's a good opportunity to go and get your pets prepped for summer.
And there's also going to be a revival service. Actually, it's going on right now. It started the 31st, and it will. Oh, that's tomorrow. It starts tomorrow, and it will go to April the 2nd. And it's going to be each night at 6 p.m. And it's going to be at the Ethos Building, right here in Harrison, at right up the street, the 1101 Radio Avenue, right up the street from KHOZ. They're going to have a prophetic speaker, Marc Johnson, from Strong Towers Ministry, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's see, Friday, it's going to be Pastor Tony Marks, and will carry a life-size cross from the Hotel Seville, and will walk to the Minnie Harris Park. So that's kind of a representation of Jesus' walk when they took him up to the
Dolorosa.
worship service, reading of the Word, food and fellowship at the Ethos Building. Yes. And that's the building right up this road here. Anyway, if you want more information about that, you can call Tony Marks at 870-849-3073 or Virgil Dennis at 573-480-9910.
And happening this Friday at Creekside Community Center will be the original micro professional
This
wrestling
weekend?
organization.
Oh my
This
gosh.
weekend. High flying,
Nice.
body slamming, off of the top rope. Outrageously fun. And these are little people
Yeah.
that are going to be featured in this micro, hence micro, professional wrestling organization. So
That should be
that
that should be
fun.
fun.
It should be fun.
You
I think.
you tend to forget that these people that do this, they're performers for one thing, but they're athletes. And you talk about flying and slamming and all that stuff. I mean, it does take a toll on your body.
I was gonna say you can't just be anybody
No.
and a nilly willy and get up there and do that.
So it looks like they've got about 20 different people coming, like wrestlers.
Well, there you go. So I would take advantage of that, and you can go to the First Creekside Community Center Facebook page, if you will, and there's a QR code, buy tickets right there, and it starts at 7 p.m. And again, that will be this Friday.
Yeah.
So
I would say this will be sold out.
I would think, that's probably why they're having it indoors. I mean, because they can open that up and be a lot bigger. And then the Made to Play 5K is coming up, and we'll have a representative on to talk about what Made for Play is in the near future. And this is a fun, family-friendly event for all fitness levels. Kids Mile at 8 a.m., $15. 5K Run Walk at 8:30, $35. There is a bounce house. No, Dan, you can't be in the bounce house.
Well, I could try.
Sponsor tables,
I'll
donuts,
take my shoes
and
off.
coffee. So you go and you run this. You'll take your shoes off?
I'll take my shoes
I
off.
think you should.
Yeah.
Please make sure you have socks that are clean. And after you go and run this 5K, you can go eat you a donut.
Go get your donut. Put the pounds back on that
There
you
you
lost.
go. But Saturday, April 11th at 8 a.m. and all proceeds benefit Made to Play. You can contact event sponsorships are available at contact@madetoplayfoundation.com.
Okay. And then J3 at the Gap, that's a new place past Jasper a little ways. And they're having a big event. It's a women's trip, April 9th through the 13th. Join them for a celebration of female heroes.
Okay.
They'll have UTVs, river float, fresh air, great times, and amazing people. Open to all female veterans and first responders. Participants will be selected February the 1st in partnership with Heather Smith Outdoors, and you know her from Naked and Afraid. She was here on the show last year with us, and she's coming back.
Okay. All right. We need to take our last break.
Okay.
Let's see if I can hit the right button.
There we go.
We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
Live on Facebook and Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
Welcome. Oh, welcome back. I have no. There we are. I'll get it tuned.
Jeez.
I'll get it tuned up just right. Y'all, I came in this morning and I went, Dan, I don't remember how to do something. Imagine that. It's the story of my life.
Oh, well. You fumbled your way through.
I did fumble.
You did
I had
fine.
to ask, but if I do it enough, I'll get there.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Well, I worked on my Jeep this weekend trying to take
and?
I have to take the gas can or the gas tank out of the darn
Yeah.
thing by myself, and it's parked kind of on a hill on gravel. And we're not talking about pea gravel. We're talking about chunks.
Big chunks?
Big chunks of gravel. So I finally got the thing out, but I'd come so close to say, I'm throwing my hands up. I can't do this. I'm done with it. I'm just going to have somebody to come out and haul it in and you deal with it.
Right.
But all of a sudden it just came out,
So have you repaired it now?
I'm still in the process of repairing. I've got to cut a hole in the top of the floor of the Jeep so I can access the...
From the inside, you
From
got
the
to
inside,
cut.
got to cut a hole. But I had to get the gas can out of the way, or the gas tank out of the way. So
You
I
don't
have to
wanna-
cut a hole. I don't want to spark the thing
Right,
and blow
right,
up,
right,
just
right.
all this stuff. It's just, I like doing that kind of work. I used to do it all the time on cars. But, the conditions that I'm working in, on a hill, in gravel, and I'm old now
Now, can't you get some of your helpers at the house to help you?
at the house.
Yeah, your house.
Like who?
Like-
Like the dog or the cat?
Well, no, you have people that live there.
Well, yeah, they could hand me a tool or something like that. Yeah.
Would it be more pain in the butt
It'd
than
be-
not?
Well, or they could crawl under there and deal with it.
They probably don't know how to
No,
do
they
it.
don't. Anyway, it's fun.
I always go ask Richard, but I'm thinking, just like this, please say no, you don't need me. And usually
Oh,
it
boy.
ends up with some things that you can't say on the air, flying
Oh,
occasionally because out of frustration, and I just turn my little butt and head back to the house. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, not the time
Yeah,
to
well.
disturb.
Now, do we have one more break or not?
No.
This is it.
This
Okay,
is
I
it.
thought we had one more, but anyway, do you do the Passover? Now, Jews can't drink corn. They can't ingest corn. Did you know that? During
No.
Passover, Jews cannot ingest corn. So, what Coca-Cola does this time of year, they make their Coca-Cola, out of cane sugar instead of corn syrup.
Really?
So Jews can drink it. I had no
what a
idea.
marketing tool.
Well, so what it says here, for your information, the Coke bottles with the yellow caps are supposed to be for Passover, but cane sugar snobs are cleaning out the shelves regardless of religious affiliation because Jewish people can't have corn, including corn syrup, which they put in the drink, during Passover this year. Coca-Cola makes a special batch with cane sugar, but now everyone else is catching on. So instead of shelling out triple for those glass bottles imported from Mexico, the ones with the yellow caps have been selling out by the case.
I've
never seen any
idea.
around here. And the Jewish population is probably pretty small, I would think, in Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not aware
Yeah, I
of
don't
what
know
that
of any-
statistic would be, but I think we have a big Jewish
Synagogue?
population
Oh.
in the United States.
Oh, yeah. I know New York
yeah.
and different places like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you find a yellow capped Coca-Cola bottle, it's got cane sugar in it instead of corn syrup.
Well, it's safe for you to consume if you're Jewish.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kosher. It's kosher Coke.
Okay, it's kosher Coke. Well, Dan, we want to remind people one more time.
Go vote.
Vote, vote, vote.
Yeah.
Be sure you voted by tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
And
we
then
did.
you can hang around and wait.
Yeah, I voted already, and it was quite the experience meeting your brother.
Well, I'm so glad that you got to
Oh.
meet him.
No, he's a good guy. I like him. All right.
All right, folks. We are about out of time. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay.
And Dan will be in the driver's seat.
Thank
Goody.
God.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.